Within the starting town of Caldera, there is a tavern. When you walk in there, there's nothing out of the ordinary, except for this one NPC. Many of you know this NPC as the way to get Midas enchant, but there's much more to this character. When you first talk to the NPC, he says, "Go along, new adventurer, you have things to do." But if you talk to him again after being Yarathul, you'll get new dialogue options. The two important ones are, "You look like a Veneri," which gets this response, "A Veneri, huh? I wish you wouldn't mix me in with those halflings. They're not nearly as pure as someone like me." And another one where if you accept his challenge, which he then reveals that his name is Laud. This is actually not the only time we see this name, however. In the starting town there's a merchant shop, and within it there are two books. One is about marks, and the other is called the Veneri Investigation. And within this book, the author talks about a man that he met, that calls himself a Venean, and that he has flowing veins of gold around his eyes, which Laud also has. The book continues to explain that Veneans are some sort of ascended race, and they seem to get their power from a man or potential deity by the name of Loidsa, which Laud seems to be short for. The author talks more about the man he met. The man talks about unifying the world's riches and to understand the objects around you, which would give you a chance of becoming a Venean like him. This lines up with the Midas enchant, and why this random guy in a tavern would give it to you. As the book continues, he talks about coming into more contact with the objects of power, which are the artifacts in the game. As the author encounters more artifacts, the voices of Loidsa reaches out to him, saying that he's closer. Maybe Veneans will be an obtainable race. When talking to the man in the merchant shop, there are many topics you can bring up. One of them is about deities. This text says there are dozens of minor deities out there, some even roam our world, so you might run into one eventually, meaning it is possible that the man in the tavern is a minor deity, and that the Venean race might be obtainable. There are many more topics to explore, and if you're interested in me covering them, subscribe.